Well, good morning everyone, and welcome once again to Ed's Orchids. Now today we're just going to have a look at a few phragmipediums and a few paphs, just to see how they're getting on. You know me, I like checking them, I like checking the roots, I like unpotting them, I like repotting them again. So this is what I'm going to do. There'll be plenty of repotting, so a lot of people like that. So and I like it when the roots are good. So we'll see what they're like. So these three on here are, what are they? Two paphs and a Phragmipedium caudatum on the right hand side. So I think we'll start off with that one. Right, these caudatums aren't the easiest ones to grow, and Phragmipediums, and sometimes they're found growing on trees as epiphytes. But this one I've had, what, must be 4 or 5 years as just a little seedling plant, and it's just grown that much in that time. So let's have a look at this. I wouldn't be surprised if there were no roots on it at all. These like to be kept a little bit drier than the others, but if there's no roots on this at all, or they're not very good, then I'm going to put it on the drip and see what happens there. I feel like a pawnbroker, isn't it? Putting it on the drip. Nah, very poor. Very poor root system. And what's that in there? There's a little earthworm in. Where's that come from? A little earthworm. Well, they're very good if you've got them in your soil and they're living, because they eat bacteria and fungi. Now, it has some new roots growing, this one. As you can see, just around the edges there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 new root tips there, right around the edges. So I think this would do a power of good on the drip system. These are all not worth having on. Just clip them to see if there's any life in these. Yeah, not much. So what do? Do we put this in a bigger pot and let the roots grow, or do we put it in the same pot and put it on the drip system? Oh, I don't know. I'll put it in the same pot for the time being. You see, this isn't half as wet as the others. As I said before, you cannot keep Phragmipediums too wet. It's impossible to overwater Phragmipediums. Some people might disagree, but you can only have your opinion. There's some big bark in here. I think I'll find a little deeper black pot for this one and put it in there. Look at the size of those. So that'll do for the time being. I'll just pot that one up later. As I say, in a deeper pot. Now let's have a look at a Phragmipedium. Now, I used to grow Phragmipediums very well, but lately, and I said lately, over 4 or 5 years, I've been absolutely hopeless. Now this is Paphiopedilum sandrianium Fat Boy cross Joanna Burkhardt Red Delight. And I'm not looking forward to taking this out of the pot because it feels very, very dry. And that's my trouble. I think I'm frightened of watering. Well, the medium's not dry, but the roots are absolutely awful. They're hard, but they're awful. What do I do with it? I've tried as I might, but I try and do what I used to do with them, and they were all right then, but they're not growing now. You see, look at the roots on that. One little new root growth right at the edge there, only 3 millimeters long. And all the others are soft at the ends. So I don't know what we'll do. We'll repot this up and I might experiment by putting this frag on a drip, because I've already got one frag on a drip, the Lady Isabel. I mean, you're supposed to let frags dry out a little, aren't you? But Paphiopedilums dry out a little, but I think drying out, they don't do much good. I'm all in favour of plants being dry on the leaves and on the crown by nightfall, but I don't think the roots should ever be dry, especially on paphs. So there's a bit of thought got to go into these before I'm happy with them. I'll just leave it like that until I repot it again later. So that's not doing very well at all. And the next one's a Paphiopedilum with no label on. Have a look at this one. You see, exactly the same. Look at that. You know, just one little new root growth there, that's all. One little plant coming up there. But all these, that's a soft one. That'll have to come off. Oh dear. So I'll have to think what to do with these paphs. I mean, that bark isn't dry, but the roots are totally dry. So it looks like I'm going to have to water more often. So I'm not doing very well with the Paphiopedilums. Although they're not dying off, they're just not growing. And they are slow by nature compared to the phragmipediums. Oh, the phragmipediums are 10 times faster than these. You know, you can grow as much on a paphiopedilum in 10 years, in 1 year, as you can on phragmipediums in 10 years. Just my thought again, just my thought. But they are so slow growing. So it's going to be a few years before I can find out what this plant is. Ah well, Phaghopedium Garon Weaver. It's a cross between Wallacei and Pearcei, and it's looking a little bit sorry for itself at the moment. This has been on the drip system for about 4 weeks, so it's got 1 or 2 little growths on, but it's looking very, very untidy. So I'm just going to take it out of its pot and look at it. You know me, I don't like plants looking untidy. Let's see what the roots like on this. It don't feel so good. But would you believe it? This had virtually no roots after having it indoors. I've just taken it out of its pot. And you've got to see this to believe it. Yep, this had no roots when I potted it up. They'd all rotted off from being indoors. It has flowered before, so it was straight across and no roots. And look at it now. Look at all them coming from behind here. Absolutely fantastic. I haven't turned it over yet. Have a look at the other side. I doubt whether there's any more there. Oh yeah, there's some even bigger roots here. Now you can see there those little brown roots that they are. That's what it was like when I put it in. But just look at it now. Absolutely inundated with them. Absolutely beautiful. So I'll just trim this up, trim the bad leaves off and repot it up again. Phaghopedium Garon Weaver. And I've just found another one of our little friends in the potted media. So it's a good job I took it out of its pot, as that would have done some damage. Horrible little things, aren't they? Dear dear. And there's another looking a bit sorry for itself, so this needs cleaning up. And this is an Olaf Gruss. And I haven't had a lot of success with these lately. But this one's been on the drip for probably a couple of months. And so we'll see how this one is. I hope the roots are as good as the last one. This looks like it's in some seedling bark. I'll put it in. Why, I've no idea, but let's see how the roots are doing. It might be just seedling bark around the top. So let's have a look. Oh, this is difficult to get hold of. Oh. Well, this has got quite a lot of dead roots in it, I think. But quite a lot of new growths. As usual, we'll just get the camera, have a quick look. I never shy away from looking at roots. In fact, I almost prefer roots to flowers. There we are, one or two nice little growths on it. And there are the roots. Not quite as good as the last one, but plenty of them, I think. So we'll pot this up and well, we'll clean it up first, all the dead leaves, and then we'll pot it up to make it look much better. Phragmipedium Olaf Gruss. Well, that's the Olaf Gruss repotted up, all cleaned up. I took two dead growths off it and about 3 bad leaves, and it looks really nice now, and I'm quite pleased with it. Phragmipedium Olaf Gruss. And this is the last one we're going to clean up today. This is the Frag Cardinale. Not doing much at all. So we'll just have a look at that one. Well, we'll make this the last one for today, and it's the Phragmipedium Cardinale, which isn't doing much at all. It's got some horrible leaves on it and not much growth. So it looks floppy in the leaves. These leaves are turned upside down. That should be up like that. And that should be up like that. But they're flopping over. So let's see what's going on. If the roots are good on this, I'll not say another while. Well, they're not bad, are they? Look at all that for new growth. No bad roots. Plenty of beautiful growth there. And here. I don't think I need to bring the camera any nearer to see those, but this really wants to clean up. So I might as well do it while I have it in my hand. Just take off the rubbish. You see that brown leaf is coming right from the centre of the old growth. So that growth isn't going to do much, but we'll make it as nice as we can. That's about as much as I'm doing. So this will get potted up again. These roots go right down to the bottom of the pot. So we'll just test that one out. There we are. And we'll get the new growth right in the middle and stood up nicely, like it's stood up erect and proud. I've said before, this unpotting of these plants doesn't do the plant any harm at all. In fact, when they're due for repotting, they absolutely love it. And I can say they are loving They are loving the water being dripped through them continually. Nearly all going back in, which is good. And that's another one I don't need to look at for another 6 months or so. And by the looks of it, this is going to make quite a nice plant now. After looking absolutely terrible. That should do. So we'll put that back in. And see if there's any more needs doing. Well, that's about all for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for putting up with me. Thank you very much for to all my subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, there's a little button at the top and a little bell you need to ring at the side. Doesn't cost you anything. And once again, thank you very much for watching. And until next time. No, not until next time. Yeah, until next time, which I'm hoping to try and do a video on Cattleya dowiana. I've got a little one here, so that needs looking at, and I've just ordered another one, so we'll see what happens to that one. So thanks very much for watching again, and until next time, I'll see you all later. Bye.